Good evening and welcome, Speed Gaming 2, to the Crystalis Randomizer Tournament 2022. I am Big Daryl 1986, and tonight we are witnessing a match between pmakfal and TheSirArchibald. Well, our title needs to be corrected. We will get that taken care of. Thank you for that. I will be joined by J-Roboy, who some of you may have noticed or watched race sometime here in the past couple days. But yeah, we are having slight technical difficulty there, so it'll be just a couple seconds. Thank you very much, Maidwalk Herd, for updating that. Last night, yes, it was Tornell. Don't mind me. I barely slept. Yes. And welcome, Tornell and Mashima. We will be getting started here in just a couple seconds. But yeah, thank you one and all for coming and checking this out. We have K-Foul and K-Fly for the names. Oh boy, it's going to be an interesting race. Now, normally I'd lead off with where our racers are going, but due to the technical difficulties we've had, I don't have the tournament page up and handy, but yeah. We do know that both of these racers have put on good shows in the past, and we are expecting more of that tonight. Hey, yeah. I am doing a double shift tonight. You are also going to catch me on the next Crystalis randomizer race that's going to be starting in roughly an hour and a half. And technical difficulties aside, welcome, J-Roboy.
Made it.
Yeah, just as it starts. Hey. And hey, technical difficulties are continuing. We do not have sound at the moment. We will be trying to get that worked out.
We can just have Big Daryl sing along to the music.
Let's not. And we got a Sword of Fire and a Shield Ring to start off our night. It's going to be, well, it's not swordless start, but it's not horrible. And oh, hey, I should click the buttons while I'm at it.
There we go.
Hey, sound is up. Thank you very much, Mad Walk Herd, for getting that corrected for us. Sound is just a little bit behind, it looks like, but it's all okay.
Big thanks again to Speed Gaming for letting us host this tournament on their site. We really appreciate it. This has been amazing so far.
And for putting up with my shenanigans of totally not thinking this didn't start for another hour. Because I totally had that in my head that this was a 10 p.m. Eastern start time. So honestly, I was actually just getting ready to go grab myself some food, and we got an orb of water. Well, it's not a sword, but it's something. Alright, they're making their way through the Game Boy Color Cave here. They're gonna find one of two exits. Oh, Orb of Fire. Well, that makes things real interesting. K-Foul making the wise choice to go ahead and upgrade his sword. And, well, we're just gonna Wild Warp back to Leaf here. We got nothing through that Game Boy Color thing, so yeah, we're gonna make our way, it looks like, to Zebu's Cave. We're gonna see if we can bust down a wall here and get somewhere. Otherwise, we're going back to the GBC Cave.
So it looks like we have quite a bit of audio delay, and the fix is going to be to restart the application, which is going to be about a minute of just having no visual. But the racers are still continuing on, so we'll catch up in a bit. If we miss anything, we'll just have to check the pause screen. So
Yeah, that's gonna be real fun. And oh, K-Fal taking a paralysis before he gets out here. But yeah, so technical difficulties aside, once that goes down and comes back up, we will be.
So what KFAL was doing right there is he was setting up a checkpoint, which is going to allow him to go and restart the game to get rid of his paralysis. And that was the last thing I have to talk about before we get the stream back up. So oh, we're starting to get visual again. Things are coming back.
That they are.
All right. Stream still paused, but we'll be picking up in a second. When I last saw the timer set about 240, I believe. Maybe so it looks like we've skipped just a little bit ahead, but it should be fine. I think our scaling's only like one or
Yeah, it's only a couple items ahead. It'll be fine. They're still on level 2 Fire Sword. K-Fal gets poisoned. Archibald has the best music of the game. It's all fun. EHC 23, this is a regular NES game.
Yeah, this is one of those NES, late era NES games. It is very amazing and holds up well to this day. It especially holds up well in the randomizer. You should check it out.
And K-Fal going and resetting. Archibald finding teleport there. That's interesting. Well, once again, we did miss a little bit of time, roughly a minute. So there are a couple items we don't know about. We're going to find out at the same time you guys do. As Archibald and K-Fal are both making their way through Saber West. Hopefully they're going to find something to progress here. Mimics are not progression. K-Fal playing the Time Warp over there, just, you know.
Yeah, so one thing about this seed, and I apologize to Big Daryl if I missed it earlier, but it seems that we have balls needed to destroy the walls flag on. So that's a vanilla flag. In the original game, you need the ball power up in order to destroy a wall or make a water bridge. But in the randomizer, we changed it so that you only need the swords most of the time.
Yes.
But with that random flag on, what that causes is, for progression reasons, often the randomizer will give you balls early, making combat a little bit easier because you have more damage. And as such, we're not expecting them to struggle through a Sibera 2 with only one sword, you know?
Right.
Like someone did recently.
Well,
Steve.
well, it's a thing. And it looked like they had a sort of win there, but I'm not gonna double check. I'm gonna wait to click that button to make sure.
Yeah, they're making their way. K-File's about to go check and let us know what was over next to Tornell.
Tornell was a mimic wanting a blizzard bracelet.
Ooh. Then he's not gonna like this.
And he also skipped the other mimic along the way, so... And it looks like they did check the bridge item. Okay, Archibald, you could spend a little bit more time on that menu.
So I did see that Archibald had a key.
Yes.
And teleport. So it's possible that, yep, Archibald's running straight to do a rabbit skip.
Yeah, normally to access Saber North here, you have to have telepathy, teleport, trigger the leaf kidnapping, talk to a rabbit in a shed, and then you can climb up here.
Yeah, one of the major differences there is I think Archibald is looking at this like vanilla walls are on, so he knows that Fireball is going to be required to go through this. And the game's already given him Fireball. It's already given him Teleport, which is the only requirement needed if you do Rabbit Skip. And with the flag set, Rabbit Skip may be on. So I think he's looking at it like, this has to be what the seed is trying to tell me to do. Like,
yeah.
This is what the logic dictates.
Now, to be fair, from what we've seen of the logic, there is nothing else. And there's telepathy.
Ooh, rapid skip required then. So Kfal picking up that skeleton key now. This could be interesting.
So chances are this skeleton key is probably going to be the key to prison. And this is going to be a semi-vanilla opening to the game. We're omitting the oak part, the windmill cave, but it looks like we're going from the starting area of Leaf to the Bryn Mawr area via Saber. Then we're going to probably be going to Porto. Most likely. So
Yeah,
I would find it a little unusual if the logic gave you the key to Stixie at this point.
Yeah, and the only other potential option here is the windmill
Hazmat
key.
suit.
Oh, Oak is coming into logic real quick here.
Oh no.
Kfal's going to let us know if it's the windmill key. It is not the windmill key for sure. Those are the stabs of frustration. Like, come on, turn you key, turn it.
I think I remember seeing that a couple times with a reset last night. Wouldn't know why.
So,
why won't you take the statue? I have the statue. Why won't you take the statue?
You said you wanted a statue.
No, she wanted Dragon statue. Womp womp.
So picky.
Shut up and take my statue. Archibald, thankfully with the Sword of Fire, this is one of the safer weapons to have against these flail guys.
Please talk to the... Aw, he didn't talk to the NPC. Oh well.
And there's a small key. That might be our windmill key. So you saved us. Big deal. Big whoop.
My hero.
I don't think he had a choice in that.
Kfal pulled off rabbit skip like a champ, just ran right through it, no issue. So that's the only knowledge check. I think both of these runners are well experienced enough to know how to do rabbit skip. It's in rabbit skip there's 2 triggers to determine whether or not you can climb that, and there's just a gap barely wide enough to fit your character.
Well, Tornell, it's not just here's hoping they have the sword to fight Calbask. Here's hoping that they have the sword to fight Calbask, because if not, it's going to be an oak or somewhere dumber. Archibald's going to go check that small key for the windmill. That's a few checks.
Yeah, Archibald had that bit of a wait a minute, I don't know what to do next moment.
Well, you've got telepathy. I would go to oak.
Yeah.
But you don't have a flute, so that leaves off one of the checks there. So that makes this check a little bit more substantial.
Unless
because
he doesn't find the wind ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is the windmill key, then cool. This will probably pay off. If not, well, it's going to be a problem.
This could be an interesting bit of route divergence when Kfal catches up here. Because if he rushes over to... It's not the windmill key.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
The twitch freeze of frustration.
It's an appropriate time for it to freeze, in all honesty.
Oh yeah. And again, we do apologize if there are hiccups. Twitch has had issues all day as well, so if there's some occasional buffering or lag, we're working on it.
There's been some upstream issues in Amazon, actually, in their API gateway. So
the
whole internet's feeling it.
Yeah.
Kfal dipping out as soon as he gets the hazmat suit. Oh, he's poisoned. This could be really beneficial. He doesn't know it yet, but it could be beneficial. There's nothing up there for him, right?
Yeah. Oh, Archibald deciding he's going to go out of the back of GBC Cave and womp womp. He's going to go dip oak. So that's what Kfal's going to do as well.
Yeah. If Kfal runs straight over to oak and tries that while he has the telepathy and gas mask, then they're basically tied. He probably doesn't think so because he had to teleport out, but they're tied.
Yeah.
So we had a question, how long does it take for a randomizer? Depending on the flag sets, easy flag sets, the best runners can do it 50 minutes, like as the fastest ever. Average would probably be an hour 10. And slow runners like me, who are more beginner, tend to get more like hour 30 to 2 hours. And as the flags get more complicated, runners end up spending up to 2 hours, usually.
And it also depends on your familiarity with the game and how well you know the maps. And additionally, it also depends on how good you are at dodging stuff.
Yeah. One thing that's really interesting about this randomizer is levels are very important, so combat plays a huge role in this game. Being able to effectively fight the bosses is genuinely quite a challenge in and of itself.
Alright, so Archibald's going to make the quick dip into Amazonas. We're going to find out if the statue glitch is on. It's going to be our first real opportunity today.
I don't know what else we would have if we don't have statue glitch. This is getting kind of tense.
Nope, statue glitch is on, thankfully.
Kfal's going to go fight Stom.
That's a pretty safe thing to do. Psycho Shield for the trouble. Not completely worthless, at least early on. Yes, the Tornell wanted the... Oh, Tornell wanted Blizzard Bracelet. They just got the Rabbit Boots, so the Tornado Bracelet spot itself is available now.
Yeah, I
and
think
that might be what they're doing, because there's not a whole lot left.
Yeah, that's a huge signal to Kfal to run straight over to go check the vanilla Tornado Bracelet location. He's got Blizzard Bracelet, which is the Tornell check, and he's got Rabbit Boots to get that. So this just, it screams time to go.
Wait, he picked up Blizzard Bracelet?
Yeah, you got Blizzard Bracelet off the Stom fight. So Archibald's about to go pick that up over as well.
I missed that. I was watching Archibald's screen.
Oh, sorry, I've got the tracker open. I could have clicked that.
It's fine.
So both Kfal and Archibald pulling off a glitch here. In that fight, you're still allowed to use your Warp Boot, and it determines if you're a winner based off of your Y position on the map. So by teleporting to leave, it sets your Y position just a little high enough for it to count. So
Kfal getting revenge on some mushrooms that were blocking his path off up the mountain. Oh, I don't think these are buffed herbs.
Yeah, that was kind of not a lot of health.
Yeah.
All right, next check of the day is
Flame bracelet. Well, I mean, that's not horrible, but that's not progression.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds that gives you a lot of power early. They can do a lot of damage, but they have to kind of follow the linear path of the seed for now. With Water Sword, what if it's water weakness on Kelbesk?
That is true. We don't know. I haven't paid close enough attention to the enemies yet. It could be monster weaknesses are randomized.
Yeah, we've seen that. We saw that earlier, that monster weaknesses are randomized. It is possible that they get the Wind Sword or Thunder Sword from Tornell, and that's required to beat Kelbesk. But that would be extremely troll, because then you'd only have Wind 1 or Thunder 1. So
it would be even more troll if it just warps them back to Leaf when they pick up the Thunder Sword. But that's just me. Right? Flight? Oh my god.
Wow.
Well,
Instantly opened up.
Not really. You still have to go through Kelbesk for most of the stuff.
That's true.
Like, that's the only thing open right now is Kelbesk.
Ooh!
And pmakfal taking the nooper. Archibald double checking, like, do I have anything else? Is there anything else for me? I don't want to go fight. Nope, he's not gonna go fight. He must feel there's something else he can do.
Yeah, what's he looking for?
I don't know at this point.
Yeah, with flight, you can just fly straight to the top of Mount Saber North. So that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That Kfal's going straight there. Archibald thinking about something else though.
Maybe he feels like he missed a check in Saber West?
Kfal had to warp out of here earlier before saving the village, so he's gonna go quickly check that item in the back there real fast.
That could be.
Oh, that's true. Archibald didn't pick up the flame bracelet. Thanks for catching that, Axeman.
So yeah, either way, this is a required Kelbesk 1 to get anywhere seed. So this is kind of ugly in its own right. And what did Kfal grab there? It was nothing important if I remember right.
Yeah, it was just something. Like, I think that was the other key.
Yeah, that would
the
make sense.
small key. And right now, the two runners are genuinely neck and neck. Like, Archibald's gonna fly up that slope, and then Kfal's gonna walk out of this this area, and they're just
Yeah, they are basically the same. But again, no buffed herbs. Oh, it is water week.
Let's see who has the better. Oh no!
Yeah, it is not. Oh no,
This is
MP
not
for
gonna be an easy
Kfal.
fight.
Womp womp. Taking the reset. Gonna go back and grab his small key. Meanwhile, Archibald is right back there at Nadare's. I don't know, I think Archibald has it a little bit easier because he's starting off with that in-heal. He's gonna have a little bit more MP going into the fight, so...
Yeah, but because he's at the bottom, he has to burn about half of it to climb up the hill.
Yes.
This is really interesting, and I'm so glad we can stare at the HP at the bottom to see just how close they get.
And Violin Bow. Alright. We're just gonna call that Moon, sure. Alright. Well, we knew it was the case, but... And a heat lamp. But yeah, Kelbesk 1 was hard required to do anything in this seed.
Yeah, the gatekeeper himself. Now with flight though, Water Sword, they've got a lot of locations to check. They can go through the Fruit of Lime Cave. They can go through check Rage, check the back of Queen, fly out to Joel, go up to Swan. They don't have change yet, but there's just a lot of different places to go.
So, owner is looking for a lamp, and it is the heat lamp. Oh boy, as Archibald is going into the back of the Queen's area. No Queen. Kemsu has Refresh. Well then. Kfal just gonna go exploring at this point.
And this is
Doesn't look like he's gonna go to Joel, or he got a little lost at sea, I'm thinking.
I don't know if this is going to end up actually being a bit of route divergence, but it is interesting to see how they, Archibald runs straight to Queen and Kfal runs straight to Fog Lamp.
Yeah, I don't know. And a fairy ocarina. Well, I got a funny feeling that's going to be our shelf loot, but nothing happens.
Nothing happens, huh?
So that could just be Vanilla and Dolphin interaction. We don't know. hasn't really solved anything, really. Now, I'd go check answering machine myself here before I go digging into any of these caves, but that's me.
Yeah, they don't have wind swords, so they can't do either of them. Archibald,
Yeah.
just remembering that.
Well, you can do Waterfall Cave.
That's true. And
Because you
statue
have,
glitch is on.
we have the bat signal. But yeah, you need that answering machine, theoretically, to get Asina, or the Queen Jabo spot.
I have no clue what spot you're talking about.
It's a very new spot. Matrick named it last night. There was change, by the way, on Archibald's side.
Change gives access straight over to Goa. They have the ability to fly straight from Joel to Swan, change at Swan, run through the gates. That's Goa access.
Yep. So now the world is open.
Yeah, come to think of it, you know, if they wanted to make the marathon run, they could go all the way out and take on Dragon 1 right now.
I don't know if I'd want to do that. There's better ways to spend my time rather than rushing straight there. But, you know, you never know. So,
Not the
Fairy
fruit of
Aqua-
lime. Ooh, that's got to be depressing.
A little bit. Warp boots on Archibald's side. Not the worst pickup, not the best. And a shield. Big whoop. Big deal, you saved me.
Yeah,
And
without
KFL gonna be disappointed as well momentarily, but yeah.
that shield won't hurt, you know? That's his first one. He missed the Psycho Shield earlier. I don't remember where it was, but...
I don't either, but we have robots in southern Portoa. That's kind of amusing. Oh, they do not have the Rage Sword, so are they going to take the time to see if we can do Rage Skip? I don't know that there's any flyers in here, but staying on that menu screen is not helping you. Oh, never mind. We're going to Wild Warp out.
That could be a really interesting option, though. I mean, that'd be amazing if there was a flyer right here. Do a Rage Skip.
KFL not taking that chance either. Now, Archibald warped to Amazonas, and I'm not sure what the thinking behind that was.
Well, he got
KFL
changed, so maybe
Aurelius. Yeah, you could check the Aurelius check.
But then he kind of just stood there, so I guess he thought better of it.
He was probably initially going to do it, and then either changed his mind or forgot what he was doing when he got there. An exotic statue. We have no statues, but KFL hasn't checked this yet anyway, so...
He does have the knowledge. There's the Psycho Shield.
Okay. So Archibald going to make his way to the back of the cave here.
KFL remembering all his magic's going to get burned anyway, so why waste the money at the end?
Archibald not even going to check to see if that fairy ocarina is the shell flute, but you know what? It's fine. I'm pretty sure that's what they realized, Tornell, is they have the access.
Archibald might have had a little bit of panic there too, because you know, you went and did Waterfall Cave, and then you get the flute, you know? That flute could be Flute of Lime. It's not, but it could be, you know?
Alright, we are going to be making our way through these guards and opening up the basically last semi-open area of the game in the Goa area. This gets you access to the deserts, Mount Hydra, which leads to Chiron, and Goa and its fortress. Kfal looks like he's gonna make the Hydra play first.
Yeah, and I'm no professional runner, but I think running over and getting at least access to Chiron so that when you do get the correct sword, you can trigger the massacre as well and set up the one fight. Like, I think it just feels like a good play.
Archibald making the opposite play. He's looking like he's going to go to Sahara and check out.
There it is, the Dragon 1 play. Let's go.
Check the pyramid to get Dragon 1 out of the way.
Say hi to Dio's rabbit as well.
Yep. Get an antidote for the trouble. Womp, womp. Sword of Thunder. Wow.
Where's it go?
Oak?
Oh.
That's almost as trolly. Almost as trolly.
Welcome back to Chiron. Time to go climb Hydra, apparently.
Yeah. And there's Bert guarding the pyramid. Kfal looks like he's going to go trigger that massacre.
I can't think of anything more mean than that. Like, they just gave you the Sword of Thunder, and then you're going to go kill them all. Like,
well, as it turns out, the that little skip there that you can do with flight is not enabled on this. You're still taking damage. Archibald finding a forbidden statue there as well.
Yeah, without barrier, you're going to have to buy a lot of medical herbs to tank those. Or shield.
Especially since they're not boosted. And
he does have refresh now that we bring it up.
Yeah.
He could refresh tank through it.
There's an Orb of Thunder. Well, Kfal's going to appreciate that soon. No use to Archibald just yet.
Who was it that needed the love pendant? I thought we saw someone.
I don't remember seeing anybody need the love pendant. Unless... Hold on, just one moment.
I don't think Akahana needed it, right? Maybe. That would be my first guess, as it was Akahana, but... No, this could be... It's vanilla walls, and Kfal doesn't have Thunderball, so he has to dip out of this area. But he will run in the back door. Maybe? Yeah, with the hazmat suit. And Rabbit Boots, you just jump through it, so... Bit of a fun route divergence coming up here then.
Just a little bit. Well, I mean, you could check Carmine. See what Slime Kensu wants, and...
all those kind of juicy really Medusas, too.
Oh! Oh, never mind. Goa floors are randomized. we get the best boy here.
Not fire? Is it water? It's water. Okay.
Hey, that's not
beatable.
Horrendous. I mean, it's not great because not that much damage, and
there it is. Archibald running straight into Stixie, and he's about to find out that flight is patched.
Oh.
But with refresh, he knows he can just tank it, so doesn't have a lot of magic though.
Sabera down, all for a fruit of power. Oh. Oh, that hurts to
No,
watch.
he forgot that it's vanilla walls.
Well, not so much forgot as, well, one job is done at least.
That's true. And you don't really know, because when he stepped in and saw that the floors are randomized, you know, anything could happen, so maybe that wall won't be needed.
So we got a Flail Guy trophy, the Moog Synth. That is actually our insect flute. I believe one of our runners, probably pmakfal, checked with the Oak resident to find out what that was. So we might still see an insect play here soon. Not likely, though.
Yeah, that feels like it's kind of out of the way.
Oh, buddy.
So much damage this seed. All of these bracelets, but no wind.
Oh, buddy. The Moog synthesizer, yes. And an accordion. So, is that all of our flutes, or are we still missing one?
Yeah, I think accordion's got to be flute of lime, right? So, or shell flute? Wait.
Or alarm flute.
Yeah. Okay. So we're definitely still missing one then.
And we have another Bert sighting, and another.
Bert is not playing around today.
Not in the least. And Axe making a very good point. The bracelets being required is probably on. And yes, Black Fox 424. This is Crystalis Randomizer Tournament 2022. This is the first tournament we've hosted since 2019, I believe was the last one. So this randomizer has been around for a little bit, just kind of been MIA with the whole COVID and whatnots.
The randomizer still gets a lot of updates. You can probably take a look at the UI down there. We've done a whole big change on that to try to shrink it a bit and make room for enemy HP. There's all sorts of fun new additions as well. The randomizer options itself are just top notch. It's a good time. You should try it out.
And Dragon 1 is down for pmakfal.
He's about to get that Thunderball here.
Yep. So it's not too long now, theoretically, before he gets that bracelet.
Here comes the glorious moment where we find out if the thing behind vanilla power ring spot is important.
Nope.
Very, very important.
Oh yes. Actually, we had a race last night between my co-commentator J Roboy, as well as Cross Product, and both of them used custom sprites. One of which, Cross Products, hasn't been completely put into the game yet.
Yeah, we're really excited. We got brand new support for custom sprites as well, so they're kind of integrated into the randomizer. Easy to set up. Cool stuff.
Alright, Archibald also hopping up here, going into the back. He's going to find out Goa floors are randomized. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to burn that much MP, especially having the rabbit boots and hazmat suit on. But he doesn't know that he's about to run into Sabera, so I guess I'll forgive him for that.
Yeah, thankfully, Sabera.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hydra holding the goodies?
Hold on.
I don't
think Archibald got that.
We're gonna have to. Nope, Archibald did not. He went straight to Sword of Fire there on the quick switch.
Oh no. So does that mean Archibald didn't check right side of Hydra?
Might not have, it looks like. He went straight to 60, Tornell is mentioning. So, yikes. That is a yikes from me.
I was about to say, I feel like Archibald has a distinct advantage here, but no.
I don't know about
It's
that
possible
anymore.
he could get boss locked with needing the Sword of Wind.
But then again, yeah, he is able to advance a little bit further here in Goa, so...
Yeah.
Because K-Fowl did not have that ball of thunder at the moment, at the time he went through here. There's an antidote. Someone get Matrick. Flail Guy trophy for K-Fowl. Medical herb for Archibald. Sadness all around.
So before we get into the next boss fight, I want to take a quick moment to talk about what's kind of required for completion of the game in the randomizer. In the randomizer, we have what's known as story mode, where you're required to beat all 4 of the Tetrarchs, the 4 generals, in every time that you run into them. So that's Kelbesk 1, Sabera 1, Mato 1, and then all of their refights in Goa, and then Carmine. Then you go fight Dragon, and you have to find all of the bows as well in order to get through the crypt. And so our runners right now, they all only have 1 bow, and they're going to need to find the other 2 as well. So no matter how you cut it, they know like at some point, like they're going to run into this mode where they have to find the bows in order to win. So they're not too nervous about their opponent magically being ahead or anything, but... Wait, was that sword? Hang on.
Nope. He needs Sword of Wind to fight Kelbesk too.
Oh no, Archibald
yes.
running in and needing Sword of Wind.
Oh, K-Fowl making the bold choice of, let's go fight a bug. Channeling his inner Starship Troopers here.
Archibald joining him.
Hey, you know what? There's worse or dumber plays we could make here.
Yeah, with Thunder Bracelet, you're gonna shred this bug.
Oh yeah.
Fire Bracelet, even faster.
And hey, he's already dead. Go figure. And a magic ring, so that was not the play. Much like I don't think Blizzard Bracelet was the play there. Alright, looks like we're going to be going into the front of Goa for K-Fowl, most likely, if he's not.
See, that would be the perfect moment where if both of their games were synced up so that you could see each other, they both see that they were fighting the bug at the same time. And I would love to know what was going through their head.
Oh, yes. So K-Fowl going ahead and triggering a massacre where people get kidnapped and Stom takes a nap. Too busy sunbathing.
Mato 2 time for K-Fowl. One of the most notorious fights in the game, but hopefully it's weak to one of his bracelets.
Not thunder. Oh, he's hoping it's not wind, that's for sure. It's not. So
Not
fire,
wind.
Not fire. Vanilla water. But taking it down. That's fine, he knows the weakness, so... I don't think they checked Arillis. They seen what she wanted, but I didn't catch them actually turning it in.
I believe she wanted a statue? Or, Arch just did, and she gave a magic ring, apparently. So,
Oh, okay.
nothing too groundbreaking, but
Oh, thank you, Sarah, for that.
thank you. So, I don't know if we missed this question earlier, but to learn the game, I don't think it takes that much to learn the game, especially because you can look up guides and maps and find where the different items are. But if you ever have questions or help or can't remember a check or anything like that, everyone in the Discord is more than happy to, more than happy to help you out.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a few people do their first seed in a voice chat with some of the other more veteran players to, give them some advice and help. So.
And honestly, the hardest part about this game is just memorizing routes. And it's not really that bad either. So, just do it a few times, just like every other game. pmakfal making his way through Mado as well. I am forgetting to push buttons. It's fine. Finding a Mado figurine. I don't believe I missed pmakfal picking up anything important, but we'll find out. Fruit of Power, that's not important.
Just a couple of magic rings, fruits of power, a
Viola.
viola. So that would be all of our instruments. So we're guaranteed to have shell flute. In order to beat the game, as I mentioned, you need to find all of the different generals. But one of the generals is locked behind the shell flute normally. So to get there, the shell flute ends up almost being required every seed. Almost.
Yes. Sabera 1 is locked behind that shell flute and dolphin because she's in her own little island. And yeah, Axe pointing out, pmakfal did pick up the Orb of Wind, which Archibald just picked up as well. But problem is, Archibald didn't get that Sword of Wind from the right side of Hydra. pmakfal turning in the Mado figurine to slime Kensu to reverse his curse, and he gets paralysis out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, Kensu,
paralysis.
guess what I'm going to be using on you?
Yeah. That's perfect. In order to get another check from Kensu himself, you need paralysis, so Kensu's just setting himself up.
Speaking of setting himself up, pmakfal jumping right into the loving jaws of a mimic and getting poisoned. And burning through his 2 antidotes.
Those mimics are really mean to... Speed boots!
We can go fast. No one cares now. And warp boots, so okay.
For the competitive sake, the competitive nature of this race, the fact that both of them are about to find speed boots at just about the same time just really makes me excited, because they're just straight neck and neck. They're not going to have some big divergence or anything because one found the speed boots 50 minutes faster than the other.
And honestly, this seed has been a whole lot of not very much divergence. Carmine being weak to fire and almost neppering pmakfal there.
pmakfal says yes to using all of the firestorms.
All the fire. And Psycho Armor, so there's our first armor of the night. And a Lysis Plant, well, could be useful.
Archibald about to not get punished. Since he's weak to fire, he still doesn't have that wind sword, so he's about to be lucky.
Yes. But Archibald does know that Calbesk wants that sword to damage him, so... Alright, I was looking over at pmakfal, who was trying to hop across some gaps and didn't quite make it across that second one. Meanwhile, Archibald is fighting Carmine, and pmakfal taking yet another poison, this time to random amoeba plants.
And poison in this game is a 50-50, I believe. Just when you walk into something that's poisonous, 50-50. So, not a lucky day for him, I guess.
See, now with that Lysis Plant pickup, I would have let one of those spiders shoot me to restore paralysis. Or to give him paralysis and take off the poison and then heal that. Ooh, Archibald going to be making our first trip to Nap Village. And he's going to fight Mado. Oh boy. Ah, Mato's vanilla weakness. Womp womp. I was kind of hoping he would be wind weak.
It would be
Just
nice
for the-
to. Would be nice to pressure Archibald to run over there. That's correct, Vectron, if I got your name right. Poison does not wear off, but the runners are usually are very experienced, and they know that you can only have one status ailment at a time. So if you go get yourself paralysis or stoned or something, it'll take off the poison.
Correct. Kfal taking on Kelbesk.
This will be our first Kelbas kill because Archibald is still going to have to dip back there in a bit.
Yes.
Gonna go check answering machine in the meantime. We don't know if he needs wind sword, but we're about to find out. He needs wind sword.
Oh, no. The amusement
No.
never stops. Oh boy.
So Steve says the correct word is paralysated. Thank you, Steve.
Alright, gets a fruit of power for a Mato 2 kill. Archibald triggering a flute. It's not the accordion. It's not the fairy ocarina. It's the viola.
There it is. Play a beautiful melody on your viola. He's gonna rush down Sabera. Now, there's a chance that Evil Spirit Island has one of the bows, and this could be a bit of a knowledge help here, where, I don't really know, but no, it's time to go calm the angry sea. I don't remember what it said. Guess it is not time to calm the angry sea.
I did not catch it. I think he was just doing a blind play there, because nobody's access to Cena yet, so you're just kind of hoping that he had the ability to close it. Or close the whirlpool, I should say.
Archibald could be considering that there's, I think, 2 checks in here that don't require wind. Or am I wrong? I could just be wrong. That's pretty normal.
Yeah,
all
all
require
wind. So, yeah, he's on a wind sword hunt, and
yeah,
he's not in the right area for that. Kfal is, well, he's going to be advancing where Archibald had to retreat.
This is a bit of knowledge here that Archibald's about to get us with the Flute of Lime. He'll be able to see if there's any bows in these 2 caves.
So not the fairy ocarina, it's going to be the accordion. A tornado bracelet here. Well, I mean, at least when he eventually finds that Sword of Wind in Mount Hydra, he will have the bracelet for it, but...
Kfal has, genuinely fun time getting poisoned today. Ooh, that's fancy. Archibald picking up the Warrior Ring. I don't know how much that's going to help because he's already killed off all of these bosses. But, he's still got to... No one's found the Power Ring, and Warrior Ring's going to be really nice at the last push there to try to get through the tower.
Yeah. So Archibald's going to go check that windmill guard. I'm hoping, oh hey, maybe he has the key. Nope, not that one. Fairy Ocarina, or a magic
All
ring.
these flutes and no progression. Where's that wind sword, Archibald?
He's forgotten where it is. I guarantee he thinks he's cleared out Hydra.
That's right. We picked up a second bow. Let's click it on over. We're just gonna guess that it's sun, maybe? Or
Sure.
both? We'll click both. We don't know.
That works. Did he remember?
I think that's him remembering. Like, we all hope for it.
Or he's like, maybe I missed something in Stixie? Let's clear out the whole mountain while we're at it. And I missed what Kfal got there.
Battle armor. So Archibald's definitely behind at this point, but I don't think it's insurmountable because they still have the bow hunt. There's one more bow to go. Kfal did pick up a bow, but he's got one more bow and Sabera 2, and that's about it. Or Sabera 1. I guess he hasn't done Mado 1 either.
But Mado 1 will be a quick insta check, basically, so... I mean, if things go right for Kfal, Archibald going straight to his Sword of Wind. So, you know what? That's nice. Whoops. Apologies, guys. I clicked the wrong person.
Arch has not checked Rokohana. That's true. I don't believe we've checked Vanilla Bow of Sun location yet because Kfal didn't have the Ball of Wind at this point.
Nope. Medical herb on Gozen Ledge. Oh, Wind Weak Sabera 1. You love to see it.
Yeah, that could have been the sickest comeback mechanic right there, where Archibald lucks out and has Ball of Wind when he checks Hydra, but that is not the Gozen Ledge today. So far, I feel like just generally, both runners have been fantastic. They've been just going so well, like this whole seed.
Eyeglasses, so guess what could be really useful here in like 30 seconds? After they check Clark, of course. Or Kfal checks Clark, rather.
I think Clark's right. That could really help. Haha.
I missed it. What was it? I was actually glancing at Archibald's for a minute.
It's a lovely medical herb.
Well, it would be useful if it was buffed. But sadly, no buffed herbs today.
The long and winding road to run all the way to Kelbesk. Just to beat him, just to leave.
Lysis plant for waking up Kensu.
That's probably going to give him the idea to do the other Kensu? No. Running straight over to Mado 1.
Well, I mean, at this point, he would have all the bosses out of the way. He'd just need to find himself one more bow. Oh, okay, I was wrong.
Archibald showing off the power of the warrior ring. Really lets you shred these bosses over here.
Well, the ones who like to stand still anyway. Alright. So, I must have forgot to mark it earlier. I do believe Archibald also beat Sabera 2, so that just means we're on a bow hunt, guys.
Yeah, he got the hint earlier, that tornado bracelet. was the most important item, which I believe means that there are no bows directly in either of those caves. And I think we've seen almost every like turn-in item, so it's got to be something else. Like, there's no point in going to Fog Lamp Cave or Carissa Plant Cave.
Yeah, I was gonna mention it earlier. We had not checked Rage. There's our barrier. Now we're gonna go check Astina for the Queen Jabo spot.
This could be Queen Jabo 2 nights in a row.
K-Pal jumping in the Vampire Cave, though. Well, then, that's an interesting play. I like it. I like that play.
We're all caught up on bosses. Archibald's still short 1 bow, but could be... No! K-Pal getting stuck trying to pick up the Fruit of Repun.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I missed what Archibald got. It was not a bow, so we know that much. Dolphin remembering that he can't exactly apply a medical herb to himself, so he'll repay you back with it.
K-Pal going in the back way to the Vampire Cave and fighting the vampire. Iron Necklace? Yeah, that's possible. Alright, Vampire Gibbs, an opal statue now. That is worth dropping something for.
Yeah, Archibald's going to have to make his way through here. He can't skip any checks. Still missing 2 bows. He's going to be pleased to know that one of them is in here. But just, if K-Pal finds that bow first, maybe over here in Windmill Cave.
Was that another opal statue?
Yeah. We're loading up here.
Crypt Dive is a possibility here, guys.
Crypt Dive's on the table. Maybe Archibald runs that. Now, I like to try to
have, what, 2 or 3 more checks here in Vampire Cave as well. Lysis Plant will not do it.
Now, I like to try to get an idea about what the runners are thinking. What do you think? Oh no, there it is! The compound bow for K-Pal. That's 3rd bow. What's he looking for?
Just checking to see what he's got, I'm guessing. So, that is go mode for K-Pal. No tornado bracelet, no worries. Power ring, that would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No power ring, no warrior ring on K-Pal's side. He didn't get either of those.
Not enough money for a magic ring either, so... Gonna opt for the lame Fruit of Power that's not buffed. As Archibald is making his way into Sabera's fortress.
Time to make the nice slog up through the tower. He's got to make it through crypt, make it through tower, and without those power weapons, we might see a death or 2, but with 2 opals, I think K-Pal's sitting pretty. Pretty sure he'll be able to win this race at this point, but...
Oh yeah.
He didn't get barrier though. That's a bit of a sketchy moment there.
Oh yeah, that is correct. He did not check Lake of Tornell.
If things get a little iffy in the tower, this could, it could even up. I'm not expecting it to, but
yeah, K-Pal doing the smart play here and go ahead and getting some kills in to get that level boost, because he's going to want all the HP and MP he can get.
Checking the items in crypt just in case power ring's hiding in here.
Or barrier. He doesn't know.
Or warrior ring.
Yes.
There's a host of things that would make this tower, palpable. And with the time like an hour on go mode, that's, I think K-Pal believes he's in the lead at this point. He definitely is, but I think he really believes it too.
Yeah, he knows it's been this seed would spend about the first half being almost completely linear. He knows up until Kelbas, it was funnel. You knew where you were going, you know what your opponent was doing, because you had to do the same thing. It's only after that, and after they got changed, where it really started to open up a little bit more, so... Archibald, sad times. Oh. Oh, Archibald did not get the tornado bracelet. I thought he did.
Huh. I thought I saw that too. Guess not.
Might have been a reset out. I could be mistaken. Also, if you have photosensitivity, guys, I recommend looking away from the screen. Oh, that's true. It might have been, that's what we were thinking, torn out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought it was on Akahana, the stoned Akahana. But I guess not. So at this point, if Archibald thinks to go do Windmill Cave, you know, we could still have a race if Kfal struggles on the tower. Now, those are two big ifs, but, you know, anything can happen.
With Kfal being such an experienced runner of this game, I don't think that'll happen. But you never know when the RNG is just going to go sideways and decide no. Getting sniped by those lasers and popping an opal. Oh no.
One opal down. Kfal deciding it's worth it to continue the fight. Yeah, looks like Arch is running straight to Windmill Cave and going through the front, which is the... now that's the direction that you'll want to go to get that item as soon as you can.
Yes, very much so. Once again, no barrier, so I don't know why he'd think that bumping off the wings is a great idea here, but... looks like he's got Dragon. Oh, almost did not. Oh, the wings don't hurt without barrier? I thought they still did. Maybe he got shot at the same time then. And yeah, Steve pointing out that Archibald still could have warped around to the back. That is what Kfal did. As Kfal is in the tower, we're going to go ahead and switch to his audio here real quick. Theoretically, that doesn't break anything, because we have awesome music. And once again, if you are photosensitive, please look away. At least momentarily.
Archibald's gonna find that bow in just a moment and gonna join on the tower climb. So it's Kfal's race to lose. Archibald is gonna make it as close as he can.
So yeah, I would say Archibald's, what, a solid 2.5 minutes-ish behind? But he does have a little bit more equipment. Doesn't have as many magic rings Kfal had, but he does have barrier. He does have a couple other things that'll make things quicker, like the warrior ring. So that time theoretically could be a lot closer than what it is right now.
These robots are playing mean, dirty games right now in the tower, but nothing too troublesome. Kfal knows how to handle them.
Yeah, their walk-away game is on point.
They know who Kfal is, and they don't want to deal with them.
I agree, Steve. This is going to be pretty close.
Yeah, if Archibald happened to have something like Power Ring, you know, this would be super close. But without Power Ring, you know, with Warrior Ring, I think it's going to make up a lot of the difference here. And K-Fowl getting those opals is really going to put in a lot of work. That second opal, if he manages to keep it until he gets to Dyna itself,
that's going to be a lifesaver because no barrier. He's going to take some damage.
Yeah, K-Fowl might have to, just take the time to do the little side pods. He hasn't seen the dot done yet, so I'm guessing he's still feeling kind of confident.
I mean, for the most part, K-Fowl has made correct plays this whole time. The only plays we can really question are he did not go check Rage and get Barrier. So one thing I've got a question here is K-Fowl gonna take a few seconds to restore his MP, or is he just gonna brute force this all the way to the top?
Yeah, he's got Dio's Pendant equipped to try to trickle in that mana. One of the randomizer changes is Dio's Pendant will give you MP even while walking. So
burning one of those magic rings right away. I mean, I guess he is on the 3rd floor as Archibald is going into his Dragon 2 fight. K-Fowl is on the 3rd floor, right? I'm not just wrong there, am I? Glance at chat and then forget where I'm at.
Yeah, I turned to go watch Archibald's stream, and we never did add that giant number patch to put a big number on which floor you're on. But only 2 robots came out of it. I think the 2nd floor has 2 robots per. So
Steve
I think that's
confirming that this is 2nd. We do get a brief pause on K-Fowl stream, so that will be restored momentarily. If we're still fighting robots, well, he was on the 2nd floor. If
that's
not,
the pause
well,
for dramatic effect. Now, if he
we're gonna
warps
go
to
with
the
Archibald
first
now.
floor, we know terrible things happen.
Yeah. If we see Dragon 2, bad times. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Dragon 2 because, there is a checkpoint that sets in the tower, so... Alright, K-Fowl having some technical difficulties. It's okay, we'll have him back up momentarily.
Welcome, welcome. Welcome all you raiders from Speed Gaming Portuguese. Glad to have you.
Welcome, everyone. You are watching the Crystalis Randomizer Tournament 2022 match between pmakfal and TheSirArchibald. Currently, TheSirArchibald is fighting the second-to-last boss in the game, while pmakfal is in the last area of the game to fight the final boss. However, he is having some technical difficulties. We're trying to get that back up. So, bear with us a little bit. Twitch has been twitchy today. And K-Fowl is in the Dyna fight right now. For whatever reason, ours is frozen, but his stream is live, so we will have that up momentarily.
So K-Fowl did decide to go kill the side pods, just in case that doesn't load up.
Yes. He is taking out the right one right now, as Archibald is stabbing some robots for fun. And, I don't think K-Fowl took a lot of damage in that at all.
No, yeah. That was a very clean fight. And GG, K-Fowl.
Yep, he is getting ready to stab his sword in, and we're going to have it done right about now.
The final race time for K-Fowl is 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 40 seconds. GG, K-Fowl.
GG's to K-Fowl. We're going to see if we can get him in here to join us. Now, once again, we did have technical difficulties. Twitch has had some issues, so I wouldn't be surprised if, that didn't make its way over to our stuff as well. We apologize. Hopefully we will get that fixed. If not, I believe you'll be able to check out the VOD on K-Fowl's channel for a little bit. But yeah, GG's to K-Foul. As we await Sir Archibald to finish up the tower and finish up this match of the tournament. Okay. While there is a brief little lull and things to comment on, you all want to give me just a couple seconds here. I'm going to pull up our big master sheet of the tournament, let you know where all we are. Because I believe this is match number 19 in the tournament, or week 2 or something or other. And it's not updated, don't mind me.
Archibald's really showing off on how this warrior ring can just save a ton of MP. He didn't end up with his tower climb with many magic rings, but the warrior ring will really make up for that, so...
Yeah, that warrior ring saves a ton. Although you have that helicopter coming your way, I would burn the MP. Alright, taking out a helicopter. He's got another set of white robots here, robot enforcers. They're totally not war mech. Totally not. Or whatever other Terminator robots you want to think they are from the late 80s, early 90s. They are robot enforcers. But yeah, one thing I will plug real quick is we do have another match tonight, also on Speed Gaming. This one's going to be on Speed Gaming 5 at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be featuring Tornell and Sho Fukumachi. So we all hope you guys can come check us out there. As
That's going to be another hype race. I hope you guys are excited for that one. Cornell and Sho are some of the top runners, and it's both on the winner's side, and so the loser's not out yet. You guys are going to really get to see a great race after that. This was a great one, and just back-to-back great races.
Also, we do have 3 more matches aside from the one tonight that are scheduled anyway. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Code Gorilla versus Night Dew 14. Tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Mashima and Axeman 301, both of which are in chat. They're going to be going head-to-head. Then Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Matrick versus Steve Hacks. Now, Matrick and Steve Hacks are going to be commentating on the Mashima Axeman race. So, pay attention to that one. There might be a little bit of trash talk in there. We'll find out. As Archibald finds Messia, gets himself a Crystalis sword, he's gonna go stab a giant security program.
With Barrier, Archibald's going to be able to just run it straight up the middle. Fire, fire, fire. Spam, spam, spam. Shouldn't be an issue.
All right, GG's to Sir Archibald.
GG. We're still trying to get K-Foul in the race right now. Um, or sorry, not in the race, in the commentators booth here. We're still working on that, and we'd love to hear what they have to say. It was definitely a really good race. I'm curious to know what they're thinking about. The seed kind of felt really linear. I don't know if you could call it a jet seed because flight was super late, but it was definitely.
It was both late and not late at the same time. I don't know. Also, I do want to correct myself. The Speed Gaming 5 race due up in 10 minutes is actually going to continue on this channel, Speed Gaming 2. Big thanks to my co-commentator for the next race, Mashima, for letting me know.
Hey everyone.
Hey, welcome Archibald. GG's on the race.
GG. Just a little too slow today.
Well, it's a fantastic race, and we're going to have Kfal in here shortly. We were having some technical difficulties.
There he is.
Speaking of, GG's to the winner of the race, pmakfal.
Hello, thank you. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties there.
Everyone was. It's okay.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's been one of those days. Your stream froze up on the second floor of the tower, so we had to go open up your stream on the side and watch it. But it's been, it's been a really good race. You guys were neck and neck for most of the race.
That was I figured that would be the case when how linear it started, and then the divergence, and it was real. I mean, once you could get into the Goa area, that's when the only possibility for a divergence really came.
Yeah.
And luck. I made the right checks early enough, but it was pretty. I figured it'd be pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I pointed down to that last checking the wind sword is probably the reason why I lost that, because that was easily my triple dip into Goa. Like, I could have got that without even visiting Goa, and I almost did.
Yeah, you missed that in Hydra, and we were just like, what? We thought you got that.
Mm-mm. No, I even thought about taking the path, and I just never went back until all the other things were eliminated, and that was the only thing left.
See, I almost did that because I don't like the double dip Hydra. The only time I'll go up Hydra early is if I get early Goa, and then I'll get those with a water sword, and I'll get those 2 checks that aren't blocked by a wall. But generally, I won't go up there unless I'm really unless I have the sword to break the walls. The only reason I went up and checked that is because I figured I had the key to Stixie.
Yeah, I was on the same path, and just I didn't go right.
Where was Barrier?
It was late.
Yeah.
Barrier was Rage. Rage needed Wind Sword.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I had Shield Ring, Refresh. Let's just power through these beams. No big deal.
Yeah, that was probably the divergence that hurt Archibald the most, and it ended up kind of like almost balancing it out because Kfal ended up having to do a ton of random turn-in checks that Archibald was able to skip over. So you were really hitting the world hard looking for that last bow. Archibald maybe made 1 or 2 checks after he killed Kelbex 2, and then just straight to Windmill Cave and found the bow, and it was over.
Yeah. I got the key, the Windmill key late. Where was that in Goa?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was in Sabera's area, maybe. Or Mado's area.
It was like Paralysis and the Windmill Key, I believe.
Yeah.
Somewhere where that was.
And then I got caught
Paralysis
in the air.
was Sleeping Fence.
Oh, right, yeah. So that was a fun one. It it was fun to play. It was my early game. I was not happy with how that went because of Saber West was a pain in the butt.
You know what was really funny though? It just so happened that the way everything turned out, both of you were fighting Kelbesk 1 at the exact same time. Both of you died to Kelbesk 1 at the same time. And then had the refight. But you were coming out of the villagers checkpoint, and Archibald had gotten Fly and just flew up the mountain with Nadir as the checkpoint. So it was really funny seeing both of you end up fighting and then going straight through the gate at the same time and everything. And after that, you split up.
That tricky rabbit skip there.
Yeah.
In there. Hey, look! I can execute glitches. Believe it or not.
That's I called it as soon as Archibald made the first rabbit skip, and I was like, uh-oh. Now let's see if Kfal learned his lesson with the ghetto flight. Does he have rabbit skip down? This is the time.
Yep, I bounced once and I said, nope, that's not it, and I went right up. I was like, oh, thank God. I was really afraid I was going to be bouncing into that for a while.
Oh yeah, you ran right through that. We were actually pretty impressed.
It was very, very clean. I think you guys, even probably the funniest sync moment that happened was I don't remember exactly how it turned out, but all of a sudden both of you just kind of a light turned on your head and said, I have insect flute. You ported to Oak, ran straight over. Both of you killed the insect, got nothing, and left.
That was annoying too, because I even thought I was being smart and checking the hint that we now learned about just recently. And then I go into Stixie and get it, and I'm like, man, do I really need to go back? I'm like, yeah, I go back.
Yeah, that tip has definitely hurt us now. Now that we know that. I did not know it, and I did exactly the same thing. I was like, oh, I gotta remember that.
Yeah,
Go back, and
the
nothing.
synthesizer. I remember you had all the flutes early, all the keys early. Most of the keys early. I had an inventory full of flutes.
Yeah, Kfal having to drop some items there to make room for the extra ones.
And then I thought I was excited when I had actually got the golden statue or the glowing, what's supposed to be the glowing lamp, and it was a medical herb. I was like, oh, that sucks.
And unbuffed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was the real early thing for us. We were like, and medical herbs aren't buffed. This is sad.
It was a fun degree of randomization on it. I mean, it was with vanilla walls, but having RO off and having randomized weaknesses for the bosses. And I don't know, I guess battle magic might not have been gear. I don't know, because I never found the tornado bracelet.
Well, it was definitely open to you because the hint was on statues in the fog lamp and.
Oh, I never went back. Yeah, I never went in those. So actually, now that you mention that, I'm glad I actually forgot about those, and I would have dove right into that. So I'm glad I forgot and went to the Windmill Cave.
Yeah, it was a great race. I would definitely say that. So had a lot of fun.
It was fun. Well, I think we should hop out of here because there's another race starting in about 2 minutes. So
yes, stay glued to your seats, everyone. Back-to-back Crystalis race action.
What is it's Show and Tornell, right?
That's right.
Oh, that's going to be a really, really good race. Like, don't miss that race.
Yeah, that's the classic showdown.
That's going to be
no pun intended there.
Yeah, that might actually be the that's going to be the race of this week. So
I don't know. Mashima and Axe could be good too.
Oh, that's right. They are going this week. That's the
race.
That's right. I forgot about that. I thought that was next week. So yeah. So now you got some good races coming up. So
let's be real. Your race was really good too.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was. Yeah, we had fun. I'm glad. I don't know who I would go up against next now.
I'm not sure either. The master schedule is a little out of date, so we will have to kick Matrick around and have him get that update for us.
You'll be going up against the winner of Night Dew versus Code Gorilla.
Okay. Great. Those are. That's just great. They're both really good.
Well, just put some baby elephant walk on and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, just for Matrick. So, all right, guys, I'm bouncing out so I can watch so we can get the next one going. So,
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you all.
GG's KFAL, GG's Archibald.
GG's, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
And once again, as mentioned, here on Speed Gaming 2, we will be having yet another Crystalis randomizer race, Tornell versus Sho Fukumachi, commentated by myself. I will still be here for it, as well as Mashima, who has been lurking around in the chat. Give us just a few minutes here, and we will get everything transferred over and set up, and we will be back. In the meantime, thank you all for watching this first race. I hope to see you all here for the second. Thank you very much.